How's it going, everyone? Tristan here. Got Ian up there. We're out here on Lake Grapevine. Water temperature is 51.5 degrees. Sunny day, a little bit of breeze, so hopefully we can figure something out. Y'all stay tuned. Well, folks, finally on the board. On the drop shot. Little guy, but it's a start. Thanks, bud. Yeah. Fish number 2, ladies and gents. Damn, after that warning thing, this was probably the 70s. Oh, it's a smallie.
No.
It's just a really white largemouth.
Yeah.
I thought it was a smallie because I didn't see a lateral line at all. Always strange, weird color.
Yeah. Fish number 3.
Yeah. Nah. Yep. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Decent one on the rock crawler. Yeah, can't beat that. Hopefully more to come. But not great. Alright. There's one. Yeah. Well, there's another one, everyone. Number 5 for the day. Nice little largemouth. Gonna let it go. Bye-bye. All right, everyone. So we're here back at the ramp. Tough day today. You know, we only caught 5 fish total, and only 2 of them were keeper size, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So tough winter day, but at least we caught a few fish. So found out a little bit more about Lake Grapevine. This is only like the third or fourth time we've been here, so someone's car alarm's going off. But yeah, tough day, but always a good day when you're fishing and when you can catch some fish. So we're happy with the 5 we caught a few good ones. And yeah, we'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching. All right, everyone. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and kind of explain what we were doing out there on Lake Grapevine. Essentially, the first 3 fish that you saw us catch, the one I caught on the drop shot, and then the 2 that Ian caught on a wacky rig and a Z-Man jackhammer, those were in about 1 to 2 feet of water in the very back of a creek. So at the very back of this creek arm on Lake Grapevine, there's actually a power plant, and so the water in that particular creek is heated. So the main lake water was 51 degrees, give or take is about 51 to 51.5 degrees. But in the very back of that creek, we found water as warm as 66 and 67 degrees, and there was a bunch of bass in the 1/2 pound to 3 pound class, just kind of cruising through the creek in the shallows, not really relating to any cover. There's not a whole lot of cover back there. All of the cover's out of the water, so it's basically just a giant mud flat in the creek, and then there's like deep pockets along the creek every now and then. But the bass were just kind of roaming that mud flat, and we were just kind of fan casting across it all and into the deep pockets in the creek and catching them. So I caught the one on the drop shot with a robo worm, and then Ian caught 2, one on a wacky rig and one on a jackhammer in the spot remover color, or no, white chartreuse color. So that's how we caught those first 3 fish that you saw there at Lake Grapevine. And then, you know, they were really skittish. The water was really clear back there coming out of the plant, and they could see you from a mile away, so you had to stay back off of them, and they were kind of hard to catch. So we just caught those 3, and then decided to go back out to the main lake and, you know, chase some cold water bass. There's also spotted bass and smallmouth bass in Lake Grapevine, so we decided to go try some of the, you know, the riprap on the dam and some of the rocky points down south and see if we could catch a few of those in addition to largemouth in the colder water. So we went out there, and you guys saw me catch 2 fish. I caught that one on the dam. It was about 2.5 to 3 pounds. That was the biggest one of the day, and then I caught that last one off that point. And I caught those both on the same bait, so I kind of just wanted to break down my setup for that real quick. This is the setup I was using to catch those fish, the exact same one. So I'm just going to break down the entire thing, starting with the bait, the hooks, the line, the rod, and the reel. I'm going to do it all. So we'll start off with the bait here. This is probably my favorite cold water crankbait, especially in the last 2 years. I've done a lot of work with this, especially in East Texas. Sam Rayburn last spring, I did a lot of work with it, if you guys saw those videos. But it's the Spro Rock Crawler. This is the Rock Crawler, the Rock Crawler 55. So this bait dives 9 to 14 feet deep. So it's a good medium diving crankbait. This color is actually called Cellmate. It's like a nice shad profile. Got a little bit of chartreuse, a little bit of blue, a little bit of purple, white, kind of a lot of different colors, but it looks like a threadfin shad or a gizzard shad. Cool bait there. And it comes with Gamakatsu hooks, but I switch them out to the Mustad KVD Elite triple grip trebles. Those are my favorite treble hooks. The only ones I use on all my treble hook baits. Mustad hooks are the only ones I use. So switch those out. These are number 4s. Sometimes with square bills, I'll go up to number 2s, just to add extra size because they are short shank hooks. But on this one, even the number 2s, even with the short shank, were too big. They were getting caught up. So number 4, 3X short, 1X strong, KVD Elite triple grip trebles from Mustad, Spro Rock Crawler, and the Cellmate color. And that's the bait and the hooks right there that I was catching those fish on. I have it rigged on 12-pound Seagar and VizX fluorocarbon. I always use fluorocarbon for all my treble hook baits. Fluorocarbon sinks, so it lets the bait get a little deeper. And it's super strong, super abrasion resistant. So my rod for this setup is the Denali Rods the Denali Rods N3 series rod. It's the 7.4 medium heavy moderate crankbait rod. It's got that moderate action, so it's got a really nice parabolic bend to it, really soft tip, but it's got a lot of backbone, so I can pull those fish out. But whenever they bite, it loads up real well, in addition to the line. So that's the rod. Really awesome rod. And then the reel that I use for this setup is also very important. Got it spooled up with that 12-pound fluorocarbon line. It's the Ardent C-Force bait cast reel in the 6.3-to-1 gear ratio. This is their crankbait reel. I love this reel. It's the reel that I use for all of my shallow and mid-depth crankbaits. Square bills, rock crawlers, 3XDs, Series 4s, all of my medium and shallow diving crankbaits, flat-sided crankbaits go on this reel here. 6.3-to-1 is the perfect gear ratio. It's low enough that it gives me a lot of power to crank those baits up and crank the fish up out of the cover and out of the water, but it also is slow enough that I can slow down, but it has enough speed that if I need to speed up, I can speed up too. So I can still keep up with the fish when they're running at me. So it's the perfect like mid speed ratio for me to fish crankbaits. So all of my crankbaits of all sizes go on 6.3 or 6.5-to-1 gear ratio reels. So that's my setup for throwing the rock crawler. And yeah, let's roll the outro.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine, yeah I ain't taking orders in command.